Okay, team, happy Tuesday. We'll say it's Taco Tuesday if anybody needs an idea of what to cook for dinner. So today, all you need is just a weight. Whatever it is you're using for a weight, you need your weight, and then of course you need your body. And we're gonna have so much fun today. I did a big workout yesterday, and I am so sore that it's either gonna be an easier workout or it's gonna be really tough because I want to share the pain. Okay, so let's just get through it together. All right, safety talk. Make sure we have a nice clear space to exercise in, nothing to step on or trip over. It's helpful to have sturdy footwear or bare feet to limit your slips and trips. And then, of course, we want a nice sturdy chair to work off of, okay? And then remember that this is your exercise class. You are going to go at your own pace, and you are in charge of monitoring, increasing and decreasing the intensity so that this class is challenging but doable for you today. Okay. And then, of course, this is a virtual recorded class. So if there is any noise on your end, we will all be able to hear it. So please make sure if there is noise on your end, you're on mute. And then you are more than welcome to ask questions and comment as we go through the class. Okay. All right. We're going to start with a breath in. You can have your hands wherever is most comfortable. But let's breathe in, fill up the belly. And then we are breathing out through pursed lips. Breathe in, fill up the belly. Breathe out through pursed lips. Good. Breathe in, fill up the belly. And then that whole row of birthday candles we're blowing out. Good. Once more. Breathe in and out. Good. Okay, we are going to do a couple rounds of what I call our box breathing, which is a breathing exercise that I really want you guys practicing on your own time. So for our box breathing, I'm going to count out 4 seconds for each side of the box. That might be too long for you, so just monitor what you need to do to adapt. But the goal is, can we inhale for 4 seconds? Then can we hold that air in our lungs for 4 seconds? Then exhale for 4 seconds. And then hold that empty state of our lungs for 4 seconds before our next inhale. We're going to do 4 rounds. Okay, ready? We are breathing in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, and relax. Good. Okay. That helps strengthen the whole process of breathing with your lungs, okay, in different parts. So a really, really good one for you to practice throughout the day. You can more than welcome to do more than 4 rounds on your own, right? Okay, let's get into a little bit more of a warm-up. So we're going to just start with lifting and lowering our heels, start signaling to our body that, hey, we are going to start moving. We need to start getting in gear. So we're lifting and lowering the heels. We're going to maintain our breathing pattern of breathing in and then breathing out through pursed lips. And as we lift and lower the heels, we're going to get our hands and we're going to start pushing one hand forward at a time. So think about just reaching that hand forward as we lift and lower the heels. Remember to maintain that breathing pattern. Remember to go at your own pace. So we're super focused on breathing out through pursed lips and reaching one hand forward at a time. Excellent. Great job, team. We're going to change up the movement in 3, 2, 1. And now we're going to open one arm out to the side and keep lifting and lowering our heels. We've just changed the arm pattern. Now our feet are moving up and down and our arms are moving out to the side. This is pretty challenging for that coordination. So just do the best that you can. Keep up your breathing pattern. Remember to breathe out through pursed lips. Great job, team. Brilliant. We're going to continue this movement before we change it up. We're going to keep going for 3, 2, 1, and stretch out those legs out in front of you. If you've got a sore back, you'll want to do this one leg at a time. Otherwise, you can try both legs out. Just make sure we're sitting up tall and not rounding so it's not tugging on our backs, okay? So from here, we're going to point our toes away as far as we can and then pull them up. So point your toes down as far away as you can and then pull up. So we're just going to be pumping our foot like we're stepping on the gas. I know you don't use the gas with 2 feet, but maybe we still drive a manual car. It's got your clutch and your gas going at the same time. Okay, so point your toes away and pull them back up. Now with our arms, we're just going to reach up above us and bring it back down. So one arm at a time is going to reach up above us and back down as we point our toes away and pull them back in. Good. So point your toes away, pull them back in. One arm is reaching up high at a time. Good. All right, can we start alternating our feet? So one pulls, one pushes. There we go. Can we remember our breathing pattern as we go? We're still breathing out through pursed lips. Good work, everybody. And we're going to continue for 3, 2, 1, and pull those legs back in. This time, we're going to step our leg out wide. Now notice we're looking for a little bit of hip mobility here so that knee points out before we pull it back in. Then our other foot steps out wide. We look for that hip mobility and back in. So we're looking to create that L shape with our legs. Okay. Step out and back in. So really open up through that hip as best you can. Good. And once you have the pattern here, I'm going to ask you to reach across your body away from the stepping foot. So reach across your body away from the stepping foot. And that foot reaches out wide. We open up through the hip, alternating as we go. Well done, everybody. Excellent work. Keep up that breathing pattern, team. We're still breathing out through pursed lips. Well done. All right, we're going to continue, but change it up in 3, 2, 1, and now we're going to pull one foot up. So we're going to pull our foot up. Notice we rotate it like we're going to reach down and put on some socks. So one foot lifts up at a time. One foot lifts up at a time as that knee rotates outwards. Good. And then I'm going to ask you to reach one hand down. Now, that doesn't mean you have to touch your foot. Maybe you touch a little higher up, like your shin, or maybe you're able to reach down without rounding through the back. So we stay up tall through the torso and reach through our hips. There we go. Great job, everybody. Let's keep up that steady breathing pattern. We're breathing out through pursed lips. Great job. Nice work, team. All right. We're going to change up the pattern in 3, 2, 1, and rest. We're going to pull our arms up, and we're going to pull our arms apart. We're going to maintain this L. It's a bit of a steeper L, though, not up high L, a low L, if that makes sense. Create a W, bring the arms back in. You can clench your fists to activate your muscles a bit more. We're just going to pull apart and back in. 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 Good. There we go. So pull the arms apart and bring it back in. We're maintaining our breathing pattern. Three, 2, and 1. Hold your arms out wide. Now, keeping them out wide, can we slowly press them up and slowly bring them down? So we're looking to keep our arms out wide the whole movement. That's it. Great job, team. Keep up your breathing pattern. That's it. Well done. And 3, 2, and 1. Okay, shake the arms out. Boy, oh boy. That's a tough one. Okay, so now what's going to happen is you can put your hands on your hips, and we're going to lift up one leg and put it back down. We're going to focus on just that one leg. Now, as I lift up one leg, my other leg is pushing down hard into the ground. So can we push down to lift the one leg? Push down to lift the one leg. Good. So we push down hard in order to lift one leg up. Good. Okay. And we've got 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to push down through that same leg and kick the same leg that was working. We have not switched legs yet. Good. So can we kick one leg? Our other leg is pushing down. You should feel this in your muscles. Push down as you kick one leg out. Good. 3, 2, 1, and legs straight and lift up and lower. Lifting up and lower. Up and lower. Up and lower. Good job, team. Up and lower. Lift that leg up and then lower down. Keep up your breathing pattern. And 3, 2, 1. Now we switch. Good work, everybody. Okay, I need to shake it out a little bit. Okay, once again, we're gonna lift up one knee, but our other leg is pushing down into the ground.
Did you
Ready?
forget about
Push
the
down.
sheets? Oh,
I can what?
did you forget about the sheets?
Oh, shoot.
Just remember,
Tried to
team.
find you, but
Remember to double check if you're on mute. Just if there's any noise on your end. There we go. So push down through one leg to lift the other knee. Keep up your breathing pattern. Good work, everybody. Woo! Told you it's a fun one today. You know what's bad when we get a really long warm-up? Get prepared for what's next. 3,
you couldn't hear me over the
2.
machine out there.
Oh. Okay, team, now we're gonna kick. Ready, kick. Good. So push down through one leg in order to kick the other. Oh boy, oh boy. Good work. So push down to kick your other leg. And 3, 2, 1. Okay, straighten out your leg. Now we're going to lift. Push down through your other leg to lift up and down. Great job, team. Lift up and down. Lift up and down. Keep up your breathing pattern. And we've got 3, 2, 1. Rest. All right. Shake it out a little bit. For our cardio today, we're going to do what I call a steady state. So we're going to continuously move for 3 minutes. Okay, as best you can. So I'd encourage you, if you can, just to march. If you need a little bit longer of a rest before you join in, please feel free to take it. This is your exercise class. And if you are choosing to stand, Just make sure you have balance support within grabbing distance. Okay, and you can be marching or stepping, and we're gonna go for 3 minutes. And the goal is to keep moving for those 3 minutes. There we go. Great job, team. Can you keep up your breathing pattern as we move? So we're remembering to breathe out through pursed lips. That's it. Good work, team. So we're just about at a minute. So 2 more minutes to go. Focusing on just do whatever movement feels good for you. Whatever that looks like. Challenging but doable. And then we're just maintaining our breathing pattern. Super, super important that we're breathing out through pursed lips. Nice work, everybody. There we go. So we are halfway through our steady state cardio challenge today. How far do you think we've gotten?
Real far.
Yes. I've moved at least an inch. Slid forward in my seat. All right, we're approaching the 2-minute mark. Excellent. And we have got 1 final minute. Please maintain your breathing pattern. Keep breathing out through pursed lips. And do what you can with your movement. Do your best to keep up just any sort of movement here. Good job, team. You've got 30 seconds left. I read that wrong. Keep going. You got this. Do what you can. And think about how awesome you are. You showed up to class today. You're doing something that is for your health and well-being. And we've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest.
Oh, yeah.
All right, you might need to maintain some light movement. You may need to get right into your recovery position. Okay. Well done, everybody. How did that feel? Good. Good. Seeing some nods and I'm seeing some thumbs up. So those are both good things. I'd like to remind you all that there is a difference between bringing the shoulders up and head down versus we want to extend our body to have our forearms or hands through on the knees. You want to not be slouched over. You want to straighten out, and that will help assist your breathing. Okay. Great work. So that was the only cardio we're going to do today. And we're going to move into some strength exercises. Does anyone have any questions so far before we start? No? All right. Please feel free to ask questions about the exercises as we go. Okay, it's very important to me that everyone feels like they're doing things that are challenging but doable. Okay, and that none of us are in pain during an exercise. Okay, you can go ahead and grab your weight. And we're gonna do one of two things here. We are gonna do a type of sit to stand, but you can either stay seated and just push your legs into the ground and then relax. Or what you can do is today, I'm gonna ask that we have our feet staggered, if you can. So with those feet staggered, I'm gonna put more weight through that forward leg in order to stand up. And then we're gonna sit down with control. Okay. We're gonna do, I'm gonna time it today. So you can just do as few or many as you can. Be slow and controlled in the movement though. And I'm gonna start the timer in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So you're either pushing through your feet are staggered. The forward leg is gonna do more work here. Or maybe you stay seated and just push your weight into the ground before you relax. Push into the ground and then relax. That's it. Good work, team. So do what you can. Make sure we're maintaining that breathing pattern. Maybe we're breathing out as we stand up. And then we come back down with control as best you can. We're going to switch which foot is forward in 3, 2, 1. Switch which foot is forward, and then you can continue the same movement of either standing up out of your seat, down nice and slow, or we're staying seated and pushing our legs into the ground and then relax. So again, you can push your feet into the ground, push, 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 and then relax. And push. And then relax. Good work, team. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. Boy, oh boy, that's fun. That was hard. Good work. Really, really good work. So now we're gonna stay seated, little bit of a rest here. And what's gonna happen is we're gonna have our arm out to the side. And we're going to lift our arm out to the side and then bring it back in. So we're lifting up our arm out to the side and then bring it back in with control. Lift the arm out to the side, lower it down with control. Good. Up and down. Now, it doesn't matter how high you go based on your amount of pain. You don't want to go to pain. So those of you with achy shoulders, even if you only go a little bit of the way and then pause for a moment and then bring it back in, you're still getting some benefit. Find where the challenging but doable line is. And 3, 2, 1, and switch. Perfect. And lift. And then down. Lift. And down. Lift. And down. Keep up your breathing. Remember, it is helpful to breathe out as you lift. You'll notice I'm not going super high up. I'm not going past my shoulder. That's so we can focus on just the strength of that muscle without other muscles jumping in to help. Good. 3, 2, 1. And rest. Good work, everybody. So we're gonna switch our.
What should a
Yep.
person do if the left arm won't go up very high in comparison to the right arm? I mean, is there some exercise that can be constantly done to improve it?
Yep, 2 easy things. The one thing I can show you without the actual tool. Do you have a broom?
Yeah,
Yeah, good. So you're gonna use the broom handle. Hold on to the end. Let's say this is the hand that can't go up very far, and this is the
Okay.
hand that's a bit stronger. The weaker hand holds on the end of the broomstick, and this hand holds the stick and is going to push the arm up. So if I had a wooden stick here, right,
Yeah.
I'm pushing the stick to push this arm up. Now I have to be careful and not careful. I have to be aware that I'm not just lifting this arm and letting the broomstick follow. You have to actively push.
okay,
Okay. So that helps that passive range of motion. That would be like if I came up to you, you're not able to lift your arm up. But if I lifted your arm for you, I could probably lift it higher.
yeah, I see.
Right? So
Okay,
that tells us it's less of a, there's not something impeding the movement. It's usually more of a strength issue, whether it's from an old injury, whether it's from an irritated tendon, or some other thing. It just says we need to maintain that range of motion.
right.
The other thing you can do
Thank you.
is a cloth. This table is a little too low. I could maybe do it seated, but countertops are best. Countertops are kind of up here. Let's pretend I was this short though. You take a cloth and you slide the cloth away and you bring it back. So we're building up some of that strength and stabilizing through your shoulder. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. Thank you.
And then you can graduate to the wall as well, sideways up the wall. But there's some things to work on.
All right.
You betcha. Okay, grab your weight. Nice work. Okay. So now what's gonna happen is 2 things. We are going to do a bicep curl, but we're going to lift up our opposite leg into our hand. So it looks like this. So this hand is just providing a little bit of resistance. I'm kind of pushing my hand and leg into each other as I curl the weight up. Okay. Ready? We curl and push and down. Curl and push and down. Curl and push 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 down. And 3, 2, and 1. And switch. Good, nice work, team. All right, ready? And we curl and push. And down. Curl and push. And down. curl and push, down, curl and push, down, curl and push, down, curl and push, down, curl and push, down. 3, keep up your breathing pattern. 2, and once more, rest. Woo. Boy, that's fun, hey? All right. So now, oh wait, we have one more exercise. Sorry, one more exercise before we combine 2 of them. Okay, so now what I'd like is, you've got your weight. We're gonna turn to the side, or you can just drop a leg back behind you, or you can be standing like this. And if you're choosing to stand, make sure you have balance support. I've got my feet apart and my back foot, the heel is lifted. Okay? So if you are choosing to stand, you are going to just bend your knees like a squat and then back up. Okay? If you're staying seated, again, we push down into that front leg. And maybe we're able to come up slightly and back down. Okay, good. All right, and whatever you are choosing to do, go down and up. Go wherever is most comfortable to you. Maybe we just go a little ways down and then we hold and then we come back up. Remember, if you have cranky knees, you can push your hips back slightly to take off some of the pressure, but we're still loading through the legs. Down and up. Down and up. Down and up. And 3. Good. 2. Excellent. And 1. All right, we're going to change legs. Change which hand is holding the weight, if you were choosing to have a weight. And we go down and up. Down, up. Down, up. Down, and up. Down, and up. Good, team. So remember to keep the chest up tall. If we're leaning forward slightly to load through our hips more and take pressure off the knee, that's fine. We just don't round through the back. And 3, 2, and 1. And rest. All right, so maybe we get into that recovery position. So I do have good news for you. The good news is we are not going to repeat those 4 exercises.
Oh, okay.
The other good news is that we're going to combine 2 and 2 exercises together and try those out.
Okay.
Perfect. So if you need to rest a little bit longer here, please feel free to do so. You are in charge of your body. And if you are feeling ready to begin, the first leg exercise we did was a sit to stand, and I just had your legs staggered a little bit. Now, the second exercise we did is we lifted the weight up and down. So here's what's going to happen. We are going to lift up and hold the weight as we stand, and then lower the weight to sit back down. Now, you don't have to have the weight out very far, but it's out to stand, and then back down with control. Sorry, up. You can bring the weight back down so you have more balance to sit. You want to make it more challenging, you can hold it out there the whole time and then reset it. Hold the weight out, up we go, and then back down. Good, I'd like to remind you all about your breathing pattern here. It's going to be easier to breathe out as we stand up. Sit back down with control. Good. See if you can do one more. And switch hands. Switch which foot is forward. I should have showed this the first set, but if you're staying seated, you're just pushing your feet into the ground to lift, lower, and then relax. But maintain that tension throughout that full movement. Ready, other leg, other arm. You're either staying seated, push your feet into the ground to lift, and then you can lower the weight, and then you relax the feet, or we lift and stand, and slowly lower back down. You're gonna have that weight out to the side, stand, and then bring the weight back in, just to help reduce the balance challenge as you sit back down. There we go. Great job, team. Two more, if you can. We're gonna listen to your body. One more if you can. And rest. Whew. Nice work, everybody. Feeling good? Awesome. I'm getting a couple so-sos, couple thumbs up. Remember, I do encourage you, go ahead and ask about the exercises, ask how we can adapt them for you. I'm so happy to do that. I want everyone leaving feeling great. Good job, team. So take as long as you need to rest and recover. I'd like to show you the last exercise we're doing is going to combine those funny split squats and the bicep curl. So if you are standing, you've got your feet apart. And this time we're going to try to coordinate curling the weight as we squat down. Now, that is going to be even harder on your balance. So again, if you're choosing to stand, please have balance support within arm's reach, within grabbing distance. And it's curl the weight as we squat down, come up to straighten that weight. If you're staying seated, you can drop one leg back this way or turn sideways in your chair. And we're just gonna put some pressure through those legs as we curl up, down, and then relax. Ready? Let's go. Push through that chair, curl, up, down, then relax. If you're seated, put pressure through that leg, curl up, down, relax. Otherwise, you're coordinating squatting down as you curl that weight. Good work, everybody. So great. Push your foot into the ground. There we go. Brilliant. Push your leg into the ground. And 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're changing sides. All right, remember to put pressure through that leg as we curl, and then relax the pressure. Put pressure through the leg as we curl, and then relax. Put pressure through the leg as we curl, and then relax. Excellent. Woo! Great job, team. So again, put pressure through the leg as we curl, and then relax. Pressure through the leg as we curl, then relax. And we're going to keep up your breathing pattern. Super, super important here. Push through that leg, curl, relax. And 3. Good work, team. 2. And last one. Push and curl. And then relax. Woo! All right, you can put the weight away. It's time to stretch. Woo! Maybe you need to get into your recovery position first. Or keep the chest up. Guys, that was fantastic.
It's hard.
Yeah, I was kind of mean today. You did amazing. That was a lot of legs. The legs had to work really, really hard. But you guys were combining the movements really, really well. Awesome job. Excellent, excellent.
Awesome teacher.
Thank you. That's so kind. Okay, we're gonna get into our stretches. And remember, stretch time is the perfect time to answer or ask any questions. I will answer many questions as I can. Pull an elbow up. We're gonna stretch out here. Keep up your breathing pattern. Let's get back into breathing slow and steady. Switch arms. Any questions, comments, or concerns? All right, team, you can relax that arm. We're just going to stretch a leg out in front of us. Hinge at the hips. To reach towards your toes. Just keep the chest up. Are we quiet because we're still out of breath? I tuckered you out.
I think so.
Don't know what to say.
Oh boy. Oh, well, I guess that's a valid reason as well. Surprising coming from you, but
I have to be honest. Yes, you have tuckered me out, but then I've also already done my 5K walk.
woo! And we did legs today. Switch legs. There we go. Well done. Great work, Alan. How's everybody else feeling?
Good. Hey, Jill, I noticed during our warm up, some of those leg lifts and leg exercises, they're very
Yeah.
similar to ones that I do. I was given a sheet of instructions for hip and knee arthritis, except the ones that I do are usually on your back. Is there any difference to doing them seated versus on your back?
Were you doing pretty similar? Just trying to, like, when you're on your back, there's some
Yeah.
really helpful ones like lifting up your hips,
Yeah, like a bridge kind of thing.
a
Yeah.
glute bridge or a bridge. Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
can't be, you can't really emulate that in the chair.
Yep.
Like that's super, super important. Then if you're doing leg lifts, like you're strong enough that I would get you focused more on all the weights that you're using and strengthening. Like those are pretty mild exercises for where you are at physically. If that makes sense. Like I'm not saying they're bad exercises. I'm saying that you're too strong for them to have much help.
Right. Okay. I'll tell you though,
Right.
sometimes they are tiring depending on the amount of pain that I have in my hip. So
That's fair. That's fair. That's where I would do like what's most challenging but fewer reps. Oh, sorry. You guys can pull your leg up onto your thigh or shin. Like if you have a resistance band or an ankle weight, or even like, do you get down on the ground or do you do them on your bed?
I just on my back on the floor. Yeah.
On the floor. So you could put like your foot underneath like a couch or a cupboard. And what I mean by that is you got your toes there. So as you lift up, it only goes so far and then you're against resistance.
Yep.
Right. And then can you hold and push into that resistance and hold it for 5 seconds?
Understood. So just
Yeah.
somehow increasing the resistance for those different types of exercises.
That's right.
Right
It's
on.
kind of like on bad flare-up days, like the joint is irritated. That's osteoarthritis. It's the joint and bones that are irritated, and we can strengthen the muscles around it, and strengthening the muscles around it helps improve our bone density, which can help reduce some of those osteoarthritis symptoms, right? And the muscles
Yep.
support it, but we have to be doing things that are challenging enough to make the muscle stronger. And so on like bad flare-up days, yeah, you might have to do a little bit less on bad days. But I find often it's that repetitive high reps on bad days is almost worse rather than
Fair
just
enough.
like increasing the resistance and having fewer reps. You guys can switch legs.
Cool.
But try it out. Like everyone's a little bit different. Try it out
Yep.
and let me know how it feels for you. But I
Thank
guess your
you.
main question was, are they different from the chair? Yes, because the angle is different. So you're not getting as much range of motion seated versus laying on your back. Right? But when we do the kickouts for knee arthritis, I'd highly recommend, we've done it in class before with the band.
Yep.
Or again, can you be in front of the wall so you push out against the wall and extend? Yeah.
Cool. Great. Thank you.
Of course. Of course, of course. Because most of us deal with arthritis. I'm seeing some agreeing nods. So learning about it and how to help is always good. Is that a mosquito? It is. I have a mosquito in my house. How does that happen? All right. Okay, breathe team. We are going to take in a deep breath at our own pace. You can do whatever you'd like with your arms, lifting or keep them on your belly or pull out to the side. Ready, breathe in. Slowly out. And last one, breathe in. Slowly out. and shake it out. Awesome. Give yourselves a pat on the back. You did fantastic today. It was so great to see you all. Thank you for joining me.
Thank
you,
you,
Jill.
Jill.
Thanks, Joe.
Thanks, Jill.
Absolutely.